I've made just about every trading mistake that you can make as a trader. This is one that most people don't even think about. How many times did you catch it by the blade? I could have avoided that mess. 7 years I was doing extremely well. If you avoid these 3 big mistakes, you will be so far ahead of most traders. I've made just about every trading mistake that you can make as a trader. Pissed away so much fucking money over the years, it is unbelievable. But I want to help you. You don't need to make the same dangerous mistakes that I made. Here are the top 3 most dangerous mistakes that traders make. First one is totally disregard mindset. Now this is one that most people don't even think about, but if you're approaching a trade from anywhere that is not calm and happy, then you're setting yourself up for failure. Think about it. Think about every time you've placed a trade out of fear of missing out, fear of loss. Any time that you've placed a trade out of greed, that you saw it coming in and you were able to pick the bottom and catch that falling knife, how many times did you catch it by the blade? You need to think about mindset. There's a real simple way that you could think about mindset. I ask myself a bunch of easy questions on every trade, and just simply walking through that's the trade tracker. You can download that too. It's on marrowwealth.com/tracker. Ask yourself a bunch of simple questions. It'll walk you through the mindset, get you into the right place, and help you avoid a lot of subpar trades. The second thing that people tend to do is they totally disregard or don't even consider trading style and how trading style changes over time. So I had a trading style that was working very well for me. It was working well for me for years, probably about 7 years. 7 years I was doing extremely well, extremely profitable. My equity curve was going from the lower left to the upper right and just kept on chugging along. Then my daughter was born. Best blessing to ever happen to me. I love her so much. But my trading style needed to change. I didn't realize it at the time. So what happened? I was doing my trading the same exact way, or was I? Well, I didn't have the exact amount of time to do my research anymore. I didn't have the same way to execute my trades as I did previously. My trading had changed, but it didn't dawn on me that my lifestyle had changed, and so my trading needed to change. I needed to adapt. Found this out about 6 months and a lot of choppy equity along the way. And I just realized that adapt your trade style to your lifestyle. I could have avoided that mess. So now what do? Now, before and after every major life event, I am evaluating my trading style and seeing what needs to change in order to accommodate this lifestyle change. I'm also doing it once a quarter if there is no lifestyle change that happened. Constantly reviewing our trading style helps us grow, it helps us evolve, it helps us get better, helps us get to that next level. The third thing that most traders don't understand is how position sizing can affect your trading. There was a story that I'll share with you. A friend of mine, we'll call him Bob. Bob went all in on Citigroup about a decade ago when banks were too big to fail. He went all in at about $10, and within a week, he made about 10% on his money. He was thrilled. He was like, should I sell? What do I do? I think I'll hold on. I'll get more gains. Then, I think you know what happened, where the story's going. Went back to even about 2-3 weeks later. Within a month, he was underwater. Within 6 months, he was in a hole. Within a year, he was buried. He had lost about half of his account. Went all in. One idea. Didn't have a plan on how to get out. When to cut a loss or any of that. you need to have a plan on when to get out. Thankfully, he held on long enough where 2 years later, he was able to get back to break even. That doesn't always happen. But that's 2 years where he could have been in another trade, could have been making money, could have cut his loss before, could have avoided himself a lot of headache, a lot of stress. But he stuck with it. It's a bad way to trade. We need to plan ahead. We need to understand position sizing. We need to figure out where we're going to get in, where we're going to get out with a loss if things don't work out, where we're going to start to take profits. Figure out all that stuff ahead of time. If you avoid these 3 big mistakes, you will be so far ahead of most traders. You're on the right path. If you want to learn more, I did a whole video on why you should get yourself a coach. Coach will help you avoid many of these blind spots. Those are 3. There's a lot of other blind spots that you are probably missing because they're blind. So go check out that video. Let me know if you want to be coached.